Diamond page where stories collide. Love and life, we take the ride. Economy stirs, society hums. Grab your seat, the future drum.
It's yet another exciting episode of football-related matters on DMP Sports. My name is Captain, and I welcome you to today's episode. In here with me are the prolific KD and then William, who will help me dissect and then bisect all the happenings in the ongoing FIFA World Cup being hosted by Canada, Mexico, and then the United States. So, KD, how do you feel tonight?
Oh, very perplexed and very elated because, of course, yesterday even though we lost, but I really enjoyed the game. Yeah.
Great. How about you, Will?
Mendayo. Mendaye. Na Ghana, Portugal, Argentina, obede no ada. Koye Mendaye mi jinemu se yi no.
9-11 and then 1.
And 2. Jinemu.
Okay. So moving on, the first round of games has ended. The remaining 32 teams are going to battle out into the next round, where we have Ghana, of course, qualified, although they lost yesterday. Let's quickly run through the leading scorers for the first round, and then it's obvious there is no other person like Lionel Messi, who is leading the chart with 6 goals in 3 games. We have Erling Haaland on 4 goals, Kylian Mbappe on 4 goals, and then Ousmane Dembele on 4 goals as well. Are we going to look out for more goals as they proceed into the next round of games, KD?
Of course, there are going to be a lot of goals. When you have Messi, of course, you should be expecting. When you have the likes of Mbappe, Dembele, Haaland, you should be expecting a lot of goals from them, because these are well-proven strikers, well-proven individuals who have been in the game for a very long time, and they know what they are about. So any team who is going to face such individuals or these brilliant players, trust me, you are really going to feel in your bones. They are really going to give you the kind of experience they've acquired over the years, and the skills and the individual qualities they have with them. So of course, I am expecting a lot of goals in this, and I know the competition is really going to be very, very keen. Messi has 6 now. He's leading, and the rest have 4 each, right? And I know that they will come clean again. Messi, Mbappe, Haaland, what was his name? Dembele, Harry Kane and things. They will all come good, and trust me, the competition for the goals aspect is really going to be keen.
Right. How about you, Will?
Well, this is what we want to see. People actually paid for expensive tickets to watch these players. And then to see them delivering on the biggest stage. It's so nice to see just group stage producing this amount of goals. I think there is more to come, because we are now entering into round of 32, which used to be the 32 teams that they used to represent the World Cup. So, I will not be surprised if a player finishes the tournament with more than 10 goals.
Great. Okay, so lovely viewers, we've seen how great the game has been so far, and then let's come back to round 32. Much focus on the African countries that are participating. The commencement of the World Cup, we had 10 in total, and then apparently 9 are sailing through. Tunisia, unfortunately, are heading back home. So we have the likes of Ghana, Senegal, Cape Verde, Morocco, Algeria, Congo, Ivory Coast, South Africa, Egypt, seeding into round 32. Earlier in the conversation, I think we made a remark about the number of participating countries in the African continent and how well they'll be able to fare. In your opinion, 9 out of 10, is it credit to the African continent?
It's amazing, to be honest with you. Before that, I think our previous videos, I was predicting like at least 7 countries should sail through, 6 to 7 countries should sail through. But trust me, it seems like we've hit the target, and 9 out of 10.
That's incredible.
It's very, very, very amazing. And trust me, I'm very, very happy to be an African and seeing African teams. Most of them, this is their first time qualified to round of 16. Most of them, they've been in this competition for a very long time. And this time, they've been able to sail through to the next stage of the competition. It's really, really, really amazing. And I know they are going to be good. I know that at the end of round 32, at least 5 countries should progress to the next stage.
Okay, well, I'm coming to you specifically on Senegal and then South Africa. You know, Senegal started out on a slow, South Africa as well. But you know, football, that is football for you. What is your take? Although they started out slow, they were able to go to round 32. I mean, what would you say about their performance?
Well, beginning wasn't encouraging because I mean, beginning of this World Cup, the expectation for the likes of Senegal, the likes of Morocco. I mean, they are the African giants of today. We were expecting more from them. But one thing about World Cup, when you get your moment, take the opportunity.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, when you are playing the likes of France, the likes of Norway, I mean, they are tougher opponents that at any given time you're going to struggle.
Can hurt you.
Yeah.
But when the opportunity comes and then you get the teams you feel like, oh, you're at the lower side, take your advantage. And I think that's what they did. But for South Africa, I mean, they've done well. It is so difficult to climb when you fall. That is when you lose your first game.
Great.
In every tournament. But, I mean, they didn't hold back. They came back to get a draw. And then they did the needed thing by getting the win on their final match.
Great.
And I think they've done well. I'm expecting them to go far this time. Looking at the way, the path they are on it. No, I think
they are
can
meeting
go.
Canada.
Well, I think they are stronger than Canada. And then the complacency shouldn't be there.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
I think they should take it by game, and then they can go far.
Okay, let me come back to you, KD. Congo started out, quite impressive. Their first game against Portugal, they had a draw. Morocco also had a draw, but they did quite come out well. Talk about Cape Verde, one of the most impressive teams in the tournament so far. What would you say about them before we head to Ghana's?
To be honest with you, it's difficult to play Portugal and get 1 point out of at the end of the game, and they proved it and they showed it on that day. So for them qualifying to the next stage, trust me, and they have the players, they have the arsenals to hurt any team at any point in time. The Wissers, the Wan-Bissakers, and the rest, they proved it on the pitch. You can see them proving their point. You can see them showing their individual qualities. On the pitch, you can see that this kind of players are playing for the big teams in Europe. And they have shown that the teams that they are playing, it has impacted a lot in them, and they are also proving on the pitch. So for me, to be honest with you, for Cape Verde, I am very happy. And I know they will cause upset.
Right. So they are meeting Argentina.
Of course.
Okay, now let's...
It's not going to be easy, but they will prove a point. I know there's Messi.
Right. Okay, so let's come back to the senior national team of Ghana. Of course, the Black Stars. They are going to face out Colombia in the round 32. 2 nights ago, they did face Croatia. Although they lost, they were able to still see through. Well, let me come back to you on the performance of the Black Stars. In their first game, they had a fantastic win. A late win over Panama. They were held by England in a goalless draw. And then, unfortunately, they did fail to Croatia. Looking at the entire performance, what would you say going forward, them clashing out against Colombia?
Well, so far, so good for Black Stars.
Okay.
I mean, getting the win against Panama was necessary. And then the draw against England alone was enough to take the Black Stars to the next stage of the competition.
Okay.
But when you go to a tournament and you get a draw against England, automatically your confidence level goes up. So, I mean, I wasn't surprised because Croatia needed the points more than how Black Stars needed the point, to be honest with you. And I knew with the experience, with the likes of Modric, Ivan Perisic, it was going to be difficult for Black Stars.
Okay.
But I think if not because we had qualified, I think we would have fight for a point in this game. But, I mean, to be fair, if we take the performance of Black Stars from England and Colombia and
Panama.
Croatia's game, trust me, any given day, Black Star can still match Colombia from boot to boot. Because I don't think Colombia is very superior when it comes to no. And then the African teams, when it comes to meeting the South American teams, I know they give them a tougher competition. So I'm just waiting for Black Star to, give Colombia a match of the tournament.
Okay, KD. So your thoughts on the Ghana-Croatia game before we dive into the Ghana-Colombia?
So yesterday, watching the match, I was very, very happy because I have not seen Black Stars playing like this in a while. And on the side of the coach, this is his 4th game, right?
Yep.
That's his 4th game.
Yep.
And look at the performance. Look at the wonders he's doing with this kids. Sorry to say kids. I know we have a lot of, but
Jordan
the
is
lads,
35.
the 34, but the lads, trust me, he's made us aware that coaches really play part in the
Performance
of the players and even a team as a whole, right? Because one, of course, no doubt, there are some players in, of course, a lot of Ghanaians are rooting them to be benched and all those things. But yesterday, trust me, team performance-wise, we were there, and I was very, very happy. Yesterday, remember off the cameras, I was telling you that I'm expecting the coach to play a hybrid. In the first match, look at how we played against Panama. First half, we were sitting deep. Second half, we came in a little bit. In England, we were sitting deep. So in this match, I was expecting him to play a hybrid, defend and also attack as well. And that's what he did. And it played out very perfect. Just that the strikers, some of them, the attackers, some of them were not finding their feet. Their decisions were very, very bad. Their final decisions were very, very bad. Had it not been that, trust me, we would have equalized and scored Croatia like 2 or 3 goals to.
I think we are mixing a player like Kudus in our game.
Exactly. For that one, there's no doubt. Everybody is mentioning Kudus' name.
Would you like to highlight how shambolic your defense was last night?
To me, the goals could have been prevented because Croatia had a fair shot and it was blocked.
Oh, yes.
So I wasn't expecting the players to just open up the midfield and the defense for another second shot. And then the corners are always prevented, depending on how you mark your opponents or defenders. The defenders are always the threat.
Right.
So, there are still more room for improvement. I think going into the Colombians game, they should really, really watch the match again against the Croatians and then do their homework. And I think they can take something out of it.
Well, how about you, KD?
Oh, yeah, of course. As Willie said, to be honest with you, I think, it seems like as if the coach, he knew he wanted to place third and maybe get an easy route to, but that was just on the side. But trust me, like, he played players who haven't played such competitions before. Is it Lucasen? Playing him for the first time. Then later he changed Ajete for Opon to come and all those things. Like, to be honest with you, yesterday, me myself, I said it, that the Croatians were also afraid of us. Because one, as you said, they needed the points more than us. So at the end of the day, they were, and of course, the tactical and the individual brilliance showed on the pitch. Of course, whether you go.
I was happy about one particular thing. For the first 2 matches, we almost like every journalist, panelist was tagging Ghana as a defensive team. But yesterday, Ghana wanted to prove to the world that when we open up the game, we can play. Because we have the explosive wingers who can run, who can, do take-ons. So I wasn't surprised. And even with the substitution from the back, Ajete is not a ball-playing defender. Yesterday, you could see the likes of Lucasen, the likes of Opon can start the attack from the back. So, it's a positive thing for Ghana.
Right. Okay, so before we dive into the matches being played in round 32, what would you say has been the best game so
Of course,
far.
Ghana. Yes, the match. I've been saying it. I was impressed. Just that one or two players were the issues, and I know Carlos. He's going to solve it. I know in the next game he's going to start. He's going to go bench Kamal Dean and Jordan, and at least we'll progress into the next stage.
Well, how about you? Best game so far in the tournament?
Well, I would take the England game because
Ghana, England.
yes, because it was the intensity in that game, the tactical brilliance of the Blaster players was massive. So I would pick that game as the best game so far in the tournament.
Okay, lovely viewers. We are running through the last chapter of this episode, whereby we'll update you on who is meeting who in the round 32. So in June 29, we have South Africa and then Canada. That's in a few hours' time. And then next we have Germany, Paraguay, France within, South Africa, Canada, as I said, Netherlands, Morocco, Portugal, Croatia, Austria, Spain, United States, and then Bosnia, Belgium, Senegal, Brazil, Japan, Ivory Coast, Norway, Mexico, Ecuador, another big game coming up. And then you have England and then against Congo, DR. You have Argentina and then Cape Verde. Australia, Egypt, Switzerland, Algeria, Colombia, Ghana. Which one should we really pay particular attention to? Especially that you have 9 African games in there and then all that.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm expecting, I don't want to pinpoint, but I'm expecting at least 6 African countries to sail through to the next stage of the competition.
Okay. Will, how about you?
Oh, how I wish all the African countries would sail through, but it seems impossible because it's going to be very hard for African countries. But at least 5 out of 9 will still give Africa, the chance to go to the semis and then the quarterfinals.
All right, so the real test of the beauty of the World Cup starts tonight. South Africa going toe-to-toe with Canada. Who would you root for?
Oh, definitely I'll go for South Africa because, they are going to have their talisman back to the team. So, so far, they've put out some good performance for the last 2 matches. Right. I'm still rooting for them to, take the game to the Canadians and probably come out with a win.
How about you?
So, you know me, I've been rooting since day one. I've been rooting for African countries when a lot of people were against South Africa. So, of course, I want South Africa to go through. Of course, Canada, they've not really convinced me in this tournament. They've not really watching them play. I see Canada as an ordinary team. Probably they are in because they are hosting with US and Mexico. So that's why the 12th man always speaks. So I'm sure this is going to be their end. South Africa is going to trash them like 2-1 at the end of the day.
Well, the team is not bad. Yeah. And then they scored 6 against Qatar.
No, but Qatar, come on.
Qatar
doesn't really have a team.
Maybe.
But where is Qatar? Where is
Probably
Qatar
going
now?
to be a little competitive.
Automatically, every 48, all the 48 teams, if you are ranking them, probably the best 48 countries in the world.
Right.
So if you're able to trash
But
them,
the thing is, a BDDH. So no matter what you do, there are some people who are down there. So at the end of the day,
I think South Africa has picked up the momentum.
Of course.
And then they
And
can
I like
just
that.
overrun them. Yeah. So in the course of the games and then the results, we'll be here to update you and then give you the live assessment from the game between South Africa and then Mexico and then the subsequent ones. My name is Captain, and then to you, our lovely viewers, kindly subscribe. Let's get interactive, and then we need to hear from you how best we can also improve the show for us all to enjoy it. So your last feed before we sign out.
well, the Africans should just, I want them to over here. So as Willie said, I wish all the 9 teams will go to the next stage of the competition. It will be very, very, very amazing and first time in history. But of course, go Blasters, go Ghana. I'm expecting Ghana to at least go to the quarterfinals or the semifinals. I'll be very, very proud when we do that.
Well, there's something I've noticed about African football now. First, you will see players rejecting African teams. I don't want to play for African.
Yeah, embracing.
No.
They themselves are offering themselves to the...
Yes.
Yeah.
It tells you that they are seeing something special about African football, and it is good for African football.
Yeah.
Because if this thing has started earlier, I'm sure like the likes of Mbappe, the
They'll be
likes
playing
of
for Cameroon and
Ousmane
other
Dembele, the likes of Ulisse today,
Yeah.
will be playing for the likes of Nigeria, Cameroon and stuff. So I mean, the African teams should see all these European teams as, hey, we go toe to toe with you people, so we can come against you, and it is good for African football.
All right, so let's go Africa. Let's go Black Stars. Viva South Africa. Viva Ivory Coast. Congo, Cape Verde, Egypt, Algeria, Senegal, and then you have
Ghana.
Morocco as well. So catch you on the next episode. Peace.
Down, down, down. Da, 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 down, down, down. Diamond page where stories collide. Love and life, we take the ride. Economy stirs, society hums. Grab your seat, the future drums. A diamond page, so let's engage. Every topic, every stage. Borderlines blur, but hearts stay true. Diamond page is all for you. The brass is bold, the groove runs deep. Thoughts to ponder, truths to keep. Snap your fingers, feel the flow. Diamond page, now here we